successfully pulled away from Max Verstappen to win the Miami Grand Prix.
The moment is nearly here. And the Miami Grand Prix is underway. Poor start for Charles Leclerc. Through goes Carlos Sainz. Max Verstappen maintains the lead. Oh, he was nearly hit by his teammate. That was so close. Sergio Perez went to the inside. He momentarily took second, but he went deep into the first turn. And that very nearly was contact between the two Red Bulls. They got away with it, though. Down to fifth goes Sergio Perez. Max Verstappen leads. Then it's Leclerc. Oscar Piastri, the big winner. He is up 3 places to third. Sainz is fourth. Then Perez. My word, that was dramatic into turn number 1 as they tried to make their way through the first of 57 laps. But Perez was millimeters away from striking his teammate, went to the inside line. And this is another big opportunity. It was a move to the inside for Esteban Ocon. Fernando Alonso knew what was coming. He fights his way by. Good battle between these two, now resolved in favor of Alonso. 15 times Lando Norris has stood on the podium, but never on the top step. Until now, it's a landmark day for Lando. Lando Norris wins for the first time in Formula One. It's victory in Miami for Norris and McLaren. The British driver's dream is realised. And at the 110th attempt, he's done it. He's won it. And look what it means to Zach Brown. At long last, Lando is your winner.
I love you all. I love you all. Thank you so much. We did it, Will! We did it!
P1 at the end of 57 laps. 5th on the grid.
So sometimes, you know, when you keep trying, just to keep trying. If it is not coming, just keep showing up and keep trying. That is what it meant for Lando Norris winning his first race at the Miami Grand Prix. Now, looking at the drivers' standings right now, Max Verstappen with 136 points, topping the drivers' chart. Sergio Perez second with 103. Charles Leclerc third with 98. Lando Norris fourth with 83 points, tied with Carlos Sainz. And, well, looking at the team's standings, Red Bull is still leading with 239 points. Ferrari second, 187. McLaren third with 124. Mercedes is fourth with 64 points. Aston Martin's with 42-point place to fifth. Now up next is the MSC Cruises Emilia Romagna Grand Prix going down 17th to 19th of May. Moving away from Formula One, let's talk NBA here. Sometimes you say better, right? Cavaliers guard Donovan Mitchell brought the basketball up the court early in the third quarter of Game 7 against Orlando Magic, and his team was amid a ferocious comeback after trailing by as much as 18 points in the first half. Mitchell took 3 dribbles after he crossed a half court to position himself at the top of the three-point arc and launched 26-foot shots. That basket caught their deficit to 4. It swung the momentum back cleanly to the side, and Cavs rode the wave to their eventual 106-94 points win, pushing them into the Eastern Conference semifinals for the first time since 2019. Now, another record means that it's their first time making it to the second round without LeBron James in 30 years. Come on. All right. Now, let's look at more updates here this morning and looking at what will surely also happen tomorrow. Remember, we have the Ball Africa also going down, but let's just quickly let you know the playoffs. The New York Knicks will be up against Indiana Pacers, and that is the playoff quarterfinal. Denver Nuggets taking on Minnesota Timberwolves also tomorrow, 3 a.m. Remember, Denver Nuggets leads the series 1-0 against Minnesota Timberwolves. New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers just starting theirs And that's New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers is scheduled for 12:30 a.m. Now, let us talk about the Ball Africa. Monastery will be up against the Rivers Opals by 5 o'clock tomorrow. And APR will be up against the Douanes by 8 o'clock also tomorrow. Those are the scheduled basketball games from Africa to the NBA. Now let's talk tennis. Well, remember, good result. Andrei Rublev rallied to defeat Felix Auger-Aliassime in 3 sets on Sunday to claim the Madrid Open for the first time. And looking at the opponent of Auger-Aliassime, I knew that Andrei Rublev has got the experience to push the Canadian. Rublev won 4-6, 7-5, 7-5 after Aliassime double faulted on the last points of the final of the clay court tournament at the Spanish capital. Now, it was the second Masters 1000 title for the 80-ranked Rublev. Now, let's talk about, remember, for the WTA category, well, for those who never believed in her, she showed everybody that she's got what it takes to also, claim a title. That is Iga Swiatek beating Arina Sabalenka 7-5, 4-6, 7-6. It was a difficult final in the WTA category. Congratulations to Iga Swiatek and Andrei Rublev. Well, remember, today we've got the Italian Open qualifiers going down at different centers. Live games: Veltin Voherath against Harold Mayotte. Live Hugo Gaston against Felipe Merignelli. And those are the singles ongoing. We've got doubles qualifiers also at different centers. Same, the ATP, same as the WTA category. We have got a tournament going down in Italy today, starting 1 p.m. The Fraccavia Italy ATP Challenger going down, same as Mauthausen Austria ATP Challenger. Moving away from that this morning, let's talk about relationships still in tennis off the court. So sometimes, when you see those players, go injured, sometimes they also have so many things, they go through. Now, it is more of the relationship that got broken a few days ago, and that is Paulo Barbosa and Stefano Tsitsipas. Now, Paulo Barbosa says that she and Stefano Tsitsipas are no longer a love match as the tennis power couple broke up. That is according to the updates we got and on the social media page of the two players. But Barbosa wrote in an Instagram story on Sunday that the pair decided to amicably part ways after being a couple since last year. Not that long. It happens, yes. But Barbosa, 26, who was born in New York but represents Spain, has been ranked as high as number 2, and she's now number 101 after a series of injuries that have limited her tournament appearance lately. Her record is 6 wins and 9 losses this season. Best Grand Slam showing of Barbosa's career was a run to the quarterfinal of the 2021 French Open. Now remember, for Tsitsipas, he also dropped his first match in Madrid, although he did win the Monte Carlo Masters and was a runner-up at the Barcelona Open before that. So it can happen, right? But if it is all about love, let me just play this love song. You understand? Although we are not in the Valentine period. You understand? We'll be right back, guys. Do not go anywhere.
Loneliness has been me all the day. Oh, Joey Fair, rolling me on. Me while no. Oh, Joey Fair, rolling me on. Me while no. It was a silent night. Find someone to love. Maybe someday I will find my own. The feeling is so strong. No, I can be wrong. I am not the the same. You've been gone for too long. The way I feel inside is why I cry. Baby, where are thou? Need you by my side.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks were clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though, school is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Sọ fún wọn kó dá ẹ lójú. Èèyàn yìí ló jẹ́ má lọ fọ́ àwa fún ẹ. Ibikíbi tó àṣà mọ́ pa wá pẹ̀lú ẹ. Ìwọ ló ló ní pàdé FCMB wà fún ẹ. Ìwọ ló ló ní ọ̀la ti dájú. Jọ̀wọ́ má ṣọ̀lẹ pẹ̀lú FCMB. Ìwọ ló ló ní ọ̀la ti dájú. Jọ̀wọ́ má ṣọ̀lẹ. Bàbá wọn tá tán síbẹ̀ ó pàdé o. Jọ̀wọ́ má ṣọ̀lẹ. Dúró tán ti dájú. Pẹ̀lú FCMB.
FCMB, èmi àti pánkì mi.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Check it out right now, 9:18 from Solutions 93.9 FM here in the city of Ibadan. My name is OLADAPO Kunubi. You can call me Young Striker 9, and we're done with the first half of the Kickoff Sports Show, where we've been talking about everything from modern sport, tennis, Formula 1, NBA, Ball Africa. But now let's go straight and talk football. Well, talking about Nigeria Premier Football League, remember games are on hold. For majority of the teams, except Rivers United, that will have to play some games in hand due to the assignment on the continent, playing in the CAF Confederations Cup. Now today, Rivers United will be on the road to Ikene, where they will be facing Remo Stars. Looking at how the form of the two teams are going to this game in last 5 matches, Remo Stars, won 2 matches, drew 2, lost 1. For Rivers United, they recorded 3 wins, 2 losses. And remember, Bayelsa United defeated Rivers United in their last game. The game, posted to Monday, but due to downpour, got rescheduled. To continue on Tuesday, and they lost 2-1. However, Remo Stars won their last game, beating Rivers Niger Tornadoes 2-0 on the 26th of March. Now, April, I beg your pardon. Now, looking at the game today, looking at the standings for the two sides, what 3 points will surely mean, and what a point will mean for Remo or Rivers United. Remember, Remo Stars is playing at home and has been able to muzzle 16 wins, 5 drawn matches, 10 lost games in 31 games this season, and being able to have 53 points. Now, should Remo Stars get 3 points today, that means the Remo Stars will have 56 points, but still, and they'll still be in the second spot. But should there be a point, that means Remo Stars will still be in the second position with 54 points. Remember, Enyimba is breathing down the neck of Remo Stars, placed third after 32 matches with same 53 points. Now, talk about Rivers United, a team that's got a lot of games in hand. That is 4 matches. If they play the game today, that means they'll have 3 games in hand. Looking at this, they have 5. I'm bad in mathematics, but Rivers United playing 27 matches, 13th on the Premier League log, and they've got 40 points. A win today will give Rivers United 43 points, moving the team to the 10th spot on the NPFL log, and they will be behind Kano Pillars. And remember, Kano Pillars has got 40. They'll be behind. Kano Pillars Remember, Canopilas, ninth on the Premier League draw with 44 points and 43 points for Rivers United. That means they would have played their 28th game this season. But if there's going to be a point for Rivers United, that means River United will have 41 points and move to 11th spot, while Sporting Lagos will drop to the 12th spot and Abia Warriors drop into the 13th position. But failure for Rivers United to win this game, they will be stuck in 13th spot in the NPFL. Remember, many teams they've got a game in hand. Rivers United has got a lot of games in hand. Well, I mean, for other teams have played 32 matches each, including Shooting Stars that is placed 4th on the Premier League low with 52 points from 32 matches, winning 15, drawing 7 and losing 10, scoring 39 and conceding 29 goals. Well, remember, the game between Remo Stars and Rivers United is scheduled for 4 p.m. today. Moving away from Niger, let's go straight to Germany. I mean, they look unstoppable. Talking about Bayer Leverkusen, champions of the German Bundesliga. Well, the team extended their unbeaten streak as they secured a 5-1 away victory over Eintracht Frankfurt in the Bundesliga over the weekend. Now, let's talk about the data. What it means. Manager Xabi Alonso, whose side was heavily rotated, had to watch from the stands as he served a touchline ban for yellow card accumulation, but it made no difference as Leverkusen continued their dominant form this season. The result leaves Leverkusen at the summit with 48 points, while Frankfurt sits 6th with 45. Leverkusen's record unbeaten run now extends to 48 matches across all competitions, leveling Benfica's 59-year-old record in European football since the introduction of UEFA club competitions. It was also a record-setting night for Leverkusen goalkeeper Lucas Hareki, who set a Bundesliga record for the most appearances in goal for a non-German player. And that is what it looks like, but not also a good one for Bayern Munich. Remember, the result didn't go the way as they lost 1-3 against Stuttgart. Maybe Harry Kane has brought a curse on the team, I don't know. But now let's move away from that and let's go straight to the English Premier League. A sweet weekend for Chelsea fans and the London Derby.
In for Jackson. This is going to break for Palmer! Thrashed in by Cole Palmer, and Chelsea take the lead. Goal number 24 of the season for him. He's now scored in 8 of the last 9 league games here at the Bridge. And it's Chelsea 1, West Ham 0. Palmer into Madueke. This is going to drop for Conor Gallagher to volley in for 2-0. Terrific finish from the skipper. A Derby Day goal for Conor Gallagher. And Chelsea double their lead just before the half hour. Thiago Silva, and turned in by Madueke for 3. He's tried his luck from outside the box 3 or 4 times, but it's from inside the 6-yard box that he gets his goal. And Chelsea 3 up and cruising. Here's Madueke, chance for a 4th goal here. Lays it on a plate for Nicholas Jackson. He's put it in, and it's 4-0 Chelsea. Well, West Ham want a flag for offside, but now the goal's given, and Jackson is in on the act. Here's Caicedo. Oh, lovely ball for Jackson. Is he onside? Nicholas Jackson to make it 5. And then the flag goes up, and his joy is short-lived. Well, that's the key angle that tells you that he's onside, and the stadium's going to celebrate again any second now. Goal, 5-0, 2 for Jackson, and this now is Chelsea's biggest Premier League win against West Ham here at the Bridge. And Jackson's got 10 minutes to complete his hat-trick.
Sweet win for Chelsea. But look at the position of Chelsea on the Premier League log: 54 points from 35 matches, 15 wins, 9 drawn matches, and 11 losses, scoring 70 and conceding 59, winning in the last 2 games back-to-back. Remember, 2-0 victory over Tottenham and 5-0 bashing of West Ham United. So their wins are coming in London. Remember, they went on the road against Aston Villa, played out 2-2 draw. They went to Arsenal, lost 5-0. So they're trying to get all those goals back. Right, the next game for Chelsea is against Nottingham Forest, and this team is going on the road. They look like a team that is now ready. I mean, really focused. But look at Liverpool getting that win against Tottenham Hotspur. Jurgen Klopp was asked if he could still rescind his decision for saying goodbyes to Liverpool at the end of the season, but he said his decision was a right one and also a win-win situation for Liverpool and for himself.
I know, because I never thought about it. We did what we did from the first day. It is an exceptional club. It is. So now, since clear that I will finish, then from time to time, and other clubs are looking for managers as well, stuff like this, and you hear always what the manager needs to do and needs to have. And I always ask myself, did I have all that when I arrived here? You don't think about yourself like that. You have to. It has to fit, and we were, I think, all lucky. It's a win-win. It was a win-win situation from the first day. So I said I enjoyed each second of it. It's absolutely great, and all the responsibility and love what grew over the years is a big part of the decision I made. And so I'm absolutely fine and in peace with the decision. But I didn't think it was too difficult, to be honest.
A win-win. Well, for Jurgen Klopp, we don't know the next decision where we'll be moving to, maybe going on sabbatical. Liverpool is third on the Premier League with 78 points from 36 matches. The next game is against Aston Villa. However, one game is going down tonight, and that is Manchester United being on the road, going to Crystal Palace. I see a disappointing result coming here. I don't want to mention the name of the team, but look at Crystal Palace. The last 5 matches, they've been able to win 3 matches, drawn 1, and lost a game. One against Liverpool 1-0, one against West Ham United 5-2, one against Newcastle United 2-0, drew against Fulham 1-1. And for Manchester United, out of 5, winning 2, drawing 3. They will be missing a lot of players, and according to reports, Maguire out and maybe can find his way back for the FA Cup final against Manchester City. And we're also getting reports that Bayern Munich have placed Erik ten Hag on a new list of possible successor to Thomas Tuchel, but his focus is steadfastly on Manchester United. Now, we still have more focus on the show this morning. As we move to the other side, where we look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers, it is still more of what Nigerians are facing. Talking about the fuel scarcity. Remember, it rained this morning. What does it look like in your area? Well, the roads are free because people are unable to get fuel. But remember, it rained. Let's expect sun to shine. My name is OLADAPO Kunubi. Do not go anywhere. AM update continues as we move to From the Dailies. Like we say, keep doing sports. Stay safe. Do not go anywhere.
Ọlọ́ládé Àṣàkẹ́.
Ọmọ yìí kò kakú. Ó fẹ́ ló bí Dangote, ó ní láti jagun. Ìgbádùn ayé pọ̀ lẹ́yìn ìpọ́njú. Má bẹ̀rù rọ́jú. Sun's gonna shine on everything you do. Ọmọ no mo lè wákú. Àbútí gbé bákú. No dey form say you jaju, try to dey kaku. Ali Celeste handles my situation, all my pains and my troubles. Steady lighting my candle, chop long with part of the struggle. No one. Sun's gonna shine on everything you do. Happiness on the way, oh my God. Light up my fire, loloke.
Mr. Money, me I'm a loaded shake. One body shake it. Don't tell we I don't see them. I be the old vibe, me no be like Yatu. That was okay, I mean that motion. Eyes on me, I know people. Jamalo mommy, no be sodo. Muniru ele jaka soro. Ibadi ne komo, bese mami jo. 24 karat sati, be jazzy, I be classy, give mighty. Bad boy from starting, no Miami, ile for Illuminati. Omo iko kaku, overlobi dangote, oni lati jagun. Igbadun aye po lẹ́yìn ìpọ́njú, má bẹ̀rù rọ́jú. Sun's gonna shine on everything you do. Omo no wole waku, abuti pe baku. No dey form say you judge, you try to dey kaku. Ali Celeste handles my situation, all my pains and my troubles. Steady lighting my candle, chop no private part of the struggle. No one. Sun's gonna shine on everything you do.
Keep it 93.9.
Sun's gonna shine on everything you do. Sun's gonna shine on everything you do.
Radio is all about information, education, and entertainment.
Maybe that's before now. Solutions 93.9 FM has raised the standard of radio broadcast to preferring solutions in all human angle. 939 FM, the remedy.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Okay, it's another beautiful Monday morning in the big and beautiful city of Ibadan. It was indeed a very wet night all through in the city of Ibadan. But thank God I opened for a brighter day this morning. My name is Adidamala LAFENWA. Today being the 6th day in the month of May 2024. This is the segment where we get to take you through some trending stories in some of today's national dailies. Good morning once again.
Yeah, good morning, Damola LAFENWA. Wet nights, yes, you can say that, no problem. But you know, I asked the long man how he got here this morning. Being a married man, though. But it is what it is. But nobody saw that rain coming. We've been seeing the weather forecast for the past few days. There was going to rain in Ibadan, scattered the thunderstorm and the likes. But you know, sometimes we just breeze and everywhere. But okay, for some of us that washed, that did laundry
overnight.
That is none of your business, Laffy. We had laundry yesterday, and we still have the clothes on the line. It's okay. All right, so let's move this morning. And I've got Umi Punch and the Nation newspapers here. A lot of questions being asked. Where is Mr. President? Remember, Vice President jetted out of the country yesterday. So this and more will be our focus. Even if Mr. President was to be in the country, are we going to be facing this? Remember, the senator representing Oyo South Senatorial District, Senator Sharafadin Ali, was here yesterday giving Nigerians updates about Nengi's case that this man may be recalled to the National Assembly soon, because it is a family issue. Talking about the pardon allegations and the likes, and this man may come back. But just to give you heads up. All right, so you've got what papers?
I've got the Nigerian Tribune and the Vanguard newspapers with me this morning.
All right, remember you can watch us live from anywhere across the globe. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. You can listen to us. Download our app via Google Play Store. Type Solutions 93.9 FM. Click the download button and listen on the go. You can also search for Solutions 93.9 FM via Radio Garden. And you can listen. Send us a comment. We are live on Facebook. Let us know what you feel about some of these headlines. In the course of the show, Comrade Aide Jadishope will be joining us. Do not go anywhere.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
All right, taking my first shot at the Nigerian Tribune this morning. We will support wage increase if NECA. That story is found on page 7 of the Nigerian Tribune. Exporters abandon 616 containers inside Lagos port, APM terminals. Page 7. Moving away from that, U.S. French military bases. CUPP, MBF, ex-DSS boss, others caution FG. Page 4. Only PhD students eligible to bring dependents to UK. Envoy.
Only what?
Only PhD students eligible to bring dependents to UK. Envoy.
Okay, so I saw something concerning this, and saying that the numbers of people coming to the UK has reduced, and I read some comments, some saying that very soon they will soon change their policy when they go broke.
Yeah, initially they said no dependents. No dependents
PhD, now only PhD.
Maybe
only
very
PhD
soon they will
students.
move it to
Masters.
MSc. And
let
them just come because the UK government knows how much it realizes on a yearly basis from Nigeria's migrating.
Not only Nigerians,
people all over the world.
All over the world, but I know we have the highest.
More Nigerians, yeah, definitely. Okay, moving away from that, Lagos to remove over 100 shanties under Adeniji Adele Bridge. Did you see the particular clip that was viral yesterday of some people living under the bridge? They rented those apartments. They paid.
I think some people.
I mean,
like
Lagos is something else.
250,000 naira. And but the question here is, you're chasing people off under the bridge, and where do you expect them to go?
Well, living under the bridge is even a risk to their lives too.
Is this the first time? Are they just knowing that people are staying under the bridge?
Well,
LAFENWA,
yeah.
You once lived around Molete down to Enyigrama, and some people have businesses under the bridge.
Yes.
Some people sleep under the bridge, right? Even when people shoot videos about Nigeria, documentary, they go to Lagos. They see people living under the bridge. And did the state government come up with any plan to say, okay, we're chasing these people off under the bridge and this is where they'll be staying? So where do you expect them to go? So now they start calling. Do they even have friends?
Well, I think it's more. It's partly to the fact that some people always want to. I just want to be in Lagos. I don't want to live in Lagos. And Lagos is a place that is. The population of Lagos. I doubt if the landmass can even accommodate the population, the human population in Lagos. That's why you see people sleeping. I've seen a particular building in Lagos where over 500 people sleep there. All they do is they just pay for the sleeping at night.
Okay.
Early in the morning, they are off again. You don't see anybody there. By night, they gather again. Over 500 people.
There are a lot of people who also, not even under the bridge now, where you just see a building
this like under the bridge, okay?
Yeah, so but before you take any decision, you must have, put
things in place.
Okay, so let us know the total number of people, sleeping under the bridge, and we know where to put them. This same set of people, when you want to campaign, you know where to meet them. They'll still be the ones to go cast their vote. And do you know how many houses that have been demolished in Lagos? Where do you expect those people to go to?
That's another part.
I don't know if you saw Yemi Alade's video ranting how Governor Sanwo-Olu's administration in Lagos is already rendering people homeless.
Yeah.
And also, some of the decisions also are affecting those building houses, those who also want to come to Lagos to invest. So if you want to say you want to take a decision, put things in place, and let people know, look at Oyo State, for example. I think before some traders were chased off the streets. The what market is a market close to Challenge, close to Ekwa, has already been built for people to go there. Scouts Camp Market. Although some of the traders were adamant of saying that people may not know where they say, but at least something has been put in place. So I think the government should think outside the box.
Okay, let's take a few more stories remaining. How we will tackle illegal miners, EFCC. This brings the question I'm going to ask our analyst today. What is EFCC's business with illegal mining. I think they are supposed to be after economic and financial crimes. So, but when EFC is now probing illegal miners, maybe not. Maybe it's part of their jurisdiction. Let me take this one last headline. Domestic airfares remain high despite reduction of aviation fuel costs by Dangote. New pump price yet to take effect. Page 29.
Now let's punch down headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning, and the cap headlines here. Tinubu to get Minister's Q1 assessments report. I want to know the report of Adebayo Adelabu, what he will be putting in his report for Q1. 9 banks mark 383 billion naira for legal dispute claims. Dangote, Unilever, 5 others caught 1,281 jobs in 1 year. Report. And there's a pocket headline here. Abductions, detentions, echoes of Abacha era media clampdown resound under Tinubu. Remember, days ago we celebrated World Press Freedom Day. The banner headline this morning coming from the Punch newspaper: Lagos Calabar Highway, telcos fear shut down as construction threatens cables. Undersea, that the next writer says, undersea fiber cables linking Europe to Nigeria pass through construction corridor, Alton, Atcon. They need to explain to us more. It still goes back to when you're taking some decisions. What are the things put in place? Have you looked at people that will be affected? Have you looked at, okay, if a cable cuts, what will happen? NDLEA seizes 4,752 kg cannabis concealed in Abuja gas tanker. And these other headlines here. 80% of Lekki buildings have no approval. Lagos government. Foreign scholars lament 11 months unpaid allowances face ejection. Major marketers demand more fuel as depots stock drops. This and more you can find from the Punch newspaper.
You know, when you read 80% of Lekki buildings have no approval, I mean, the demolition coming again.
Coming!
And people will be forced to live under the bridge again.
Damola LAFENWA, who gave them, at least those people who still come out and give them, they have an approval, right? Who sold the land? I know there's a ministry.
And the buildings in Lekki, they are not just any building.
Not just any building. Before you Sanfil,
they are not just any building.
Damola.
Okay, moving away from that. Okay, the Vanguard newspaper. Why FDIs continue to elude Nigeria. Article, page 9. How Nigerians can identify fake electricity meters by Tahir Aliyu, MEMSA MD.
Is it what they bought or the one given free?
Well, I don't know. Do they give? Wait, do they still give meters free?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Though we hear it that meter is free, but I don't think we don't want to go there this morning. Osharo Monday. Edo Guber, Obaseke dares Ohi led legacy group. Page 28. Multiple checks. FAAN, NSA move to reduce security agents at airports. Lagos firms IOCs to bid for 12 onshore, 7 deep offshore oil blocks. Employers labor angry over unending fuel scarcity. It's entering the 3rd week now. Marketers remain upbeat as petrol scarcity enters 3rd week. Page 28. And the last one I'll be taking says, Minister wades in as condemnation trails FIJ journalist arrest. These and many more stories will be found on the pages of the Vanguard newspaper this Monday morning.
Okay, talking about the state of the nation and looking at the Nation newspaper this morning, starting with a banner headline. Government begins disbursement of 50 billion naira grants to small firms. If you've gotten your alert, let us know. Right after that headline says 1 million businesses in 774 local councils to benefit from free cash. Free cash. All right. But looking at the red and white headline on the front page of the Nation, Vice President Shatima in Texas for U.S. Africa Business Summit. Okay, and looking at some other headlines, Laffy, what is wrong with you?
Nothing. Just pondering on some of those headlines.
Okay, don't tell me you're feeling cold. Edu, charting course for fiscal stability, economic prosperity. why UK stopped students from bringing families by envoy. Lagos government reassures residents of their safety. And this other headlines here. Rise in non-performing loans stunted the manufacturing worrisome. MPC members suggests way out. Banks await CBN's decision on submitted recapitalization plans. A rider says how financial institutions plan to raise 8 trillion naira. Last headline from the Nation newspaper. Southeast Development Commission will address 50 years of neglect, says Kalu. These and more headlines you can get from the Nation newspaper this morning. And we'll move to the other side where Comrade Ayodeji Adishokwe joins us here. You wanted to ask Comrade Ayodeji Adishokwe about EFCC and mining. Remember the same EFCC came out to say that they will have to clamp down on companies, being adamant to say you have to pay in dollars. To run businesses. Okay, so my comrade Ayodeji Adishokwe is with us this morning. I don't know if he has gotten fuel or
it's sounding to be on the road, probably at the filling station. I hope he's not. Yes,
maybe queuing about the filling station. Comrade, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning to you, my dear comrade brothers.
I was discussing with Doc. I said I hope you are not on the queue on a Monday morning. Trying to get the fuel.
I got lucky on Saturday.
Okay.
I left a mechanics workshop, and I called. It was around Ministry of Environment, that I called Bodija. They selling PMS anywhere there, and I was told about a particular station that had PMS. I even got before I got there, and the queue moved so rapidly to my utter amazement.
Okay. So, at what price did you get it? At what price did you get?
620.
620. It's still reasonable.
Yeah.
It's still reasonable.
Yeah,
okay, let's go straight to the business of the day. There was a particular headline that actually caught my attention on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. It says, how we will tackle illegal miners, EFCC. I mean, I was trying to link EFCC with mining. So I don't know if it is a part of their jurisdiction to probe illegal mining, because we've said many times on this program that EFCC's sole responsibility is to go after economic and financial crimes. So I don't know if illegal miners or illegal mining is still under the jurisdiction of the EFCC.
Illegal mining is tantamount to oil, stealing crude oil.
Okay.
That is a monumental economic crime, including financial. It's an economic crime. You know, illegal mining, you're taking the wealth of the nation. That's criminal. And I think EFCC has a lot more capacity than the regular police to track, especially the financial transaction. You understand? The moment you can identify, you can dig up their financial footprint. And when you dig up financial footprint, it's a matter of linking it up, between who and who is the transaction taking place. I think, I believe that it's a serious economic crime. But what has the FCC done about oil theft? Is that not an economic crime? You understand?
Okay.
Is it? Yes. We're told 400,000 barrels per day. The worth of that. When you think about gold that is ongoing in illegal, I dare say illegal gold mining going on in many parts of Nigeria, and all sorts of illegality, because are they paying the requisite tax? Are they paying? They're not paying. They're just digging and cutting away and bribing, those who needed to be bribed. And then they will pay a token. Nobody is taking. It's like this issue of crude oil. The IOCs, we don't know how much crude. The IOCs that have license to dig, especially offshore, deep offshore, deep offshore. What is monitoring? DPR. Some DPR officials told me that even when they were going to go on oversight, to these IOCs, they're the ones that provide them with accommodation. They're the ones that provide them with a helicopter, chopper, to come to the drilling location. And they provide them with, how are you going to supervise somebody that is providing you with comfort? How are you going to oversight them? So they should be, I hope EFCC is properly equipped, you understand, to do this thing. But certainly, it is a monumental economic crime that is being perpetrated in the mining sector.
Okay.
For decades now,
Okay.
Now, comrade, let's go to Lagos this morning and look at the shoe headline coming from the Punch newspaper. 80% of Lekki buildings have no approval, Lagos government. And there's a particular headline that also came from Damola LAFENWA.
Lagos to remove over 100 shanties on the Adeniji Adele Bridge.
And that would be, I think, today, Monday. So, if you had to take a decision, if you had to be a special assistant or special advisor to the Commissioner for Environment or the governor, before you chase people off under the bridge, you knew people were staying there. And these people might have been there for over 10 years. We even heard reports that some people were paying 250,000 naira to rent under the bridge. And
we love to pretend and deceive ourselves.
so what do you think should have been done in the first place?
It shouldn't have happened. Lagos State government came up last week and said they discovered 86 apartments, like Mungo Park discovered the Niger. I mean, are you telling us that no Lagos State official has seen that place? It's ridiculous. And then you see when people open their mouth, and you say 80% of buildings in Lekki doesn't have approval. Who grants approval? How do they go to build? They build. And you see, it's so ridiculous. This is self-indictment. You understand? You say there are no approval, and those buildings are there. And now you want to go there and start destroying them. In fact, a lawyer even told me that, look, it is not true. Most of those people have approvals, but they are approvals obtained illegally. If you obtain an approval now, and you say you have approval to build on right of way or pipeline, where will you get that approval to build a house or a house in an area designated in the master plan as a garden? You don't say you have approval. The people in Ministry of Land or whatever ministry, they will give them approval, but they know that in the master plan, you understand, there's always a master plan for every town.
Okay.
If you ask them, there's a master plan for it. So that is just it. But they will give you approval, which will concern them. They will give you approval. That was what happened in Abuja when Rufai came, and they said Rufai was pulling down houses. Yet, those people were given approval by some people. And the anointing, they will never punish those who granted the approval.
Why can't they punish those who give them the approval?
Because, bureaucracy of a sin against one person in a bureaucracy is an injury. Injury to one is an injury to all. So any attempt to injure anybody within the system, they will protect the person. Because they are all in it. They are all they are just not neck deep. They are neck, body, soul, and spirit deep in it. That's what they do.
Is that not a way to say, comrade, apologies for jumping in here. Is that not a way to say that you are stealing from Nigerians? Because if you have someone bring in 100 million naira or 500 million naira to buy a land, you give the person an approval, and another administration came and says that you don't have an approval after building that house. What is that supposed to mean? That means you don't want Nigerians to live or even breathe.
I think it is incumbent because we know. Some people will know it is not even it is an improper location. Yet they will buy it and seek up. Let me tell you one thing. People think in Nigeria there is nothing you cannot do, and there is nothing you cannot get away with. When you start operating with that kind of mentality, well, whatever happens to you, that is your own funeral. But you see, You're not going to buy a piece of property now without doing due diligence. I will get not just any lawyer. You will get a lawyer that deals and has been dealing in property. You understand? That knows how to go about it. Or else, you will just be throwing money down the drain. That is just it. It is, you know, they know what to do now. If you have 100 million naira to buy property, are you not going to have 1 million naira to do due diligence, or even 2 million naira to do due diligence? In fact, I was told by a lawyer that the fact that you have even a C of O does not mean it is infallible. That it is infallible. That if any evidence surfaces that the C of O itself was illegally obtained, even if signed by the governor, it will be revoked. In fact, you would lose right to the land. So people should be very, very, very careful. I have a red copy. of the, it is registered in land and all of those. When it comes to legality, it does not stand up. You do due diligence.
So now, you blame some Nigerians and not the government officials who gave out wrong approval or approval that may also still be turned down in the next few years. So it is now the problem of the person that bought the land.
You see, if you sue government that you are given an approval, how long are you going to be at that? Is it not better to have? You see what you ask some people, they will never fight over land. You understand? Even if you buy from Omunile, land it matters. You know, police don't engage in land matters. Do you know that? Police, as even our Nigeria police, they don't engage in land matters. They will just say go and settle it and sort it out or go to court. You understand? Police will never engage in land matter because they know the police knows the law and they know it's a very, very intricate and terrible thing. So look, I will not put 10 million naira to go and buy a piece of land and not do due diligence. It is to save myself from grief. If I spend 2 million to secure 10 million, that 10 million, you know, value of property is always moving. That 10 million can become 50 million in another 5 years. So why won't I do due diligence? When I'm waiting that this thing will lay golden eggs, and then government, when the property is approaching the value of 50, 60, 70 million, and government now says they are going to pull it down. It is terrible. It is terrible. That is why it's always good to go to a layout. You understand? Go to a layout. And a layout does not mean expensive. It is only some people have a big parcel of land, and then they call it surveyor. They do the needful. They put drainage. They leave space for roads. They lay out the streets and all of that. That is the only thing it means. But here, some people will buy it 100 by 100. They will want to fence off the 100 by 100. Whereas the regulation says you must put a certain number of meters. You cannot take over your land, even if you buy 100 by 100. You have to leave some. That is the regulation. But you see, we are in Nigeria. So people should do due diligence to avoid grief. Grief. To build 100 million naira house.
Okay. Doing due diligence, right? And away from that, I saw a particular headline yesterday, and which is coming from Edo State, and is a non-governmental organization saying that people should not sell their votes because of 70,000 naira. Do you think it's more of politics or about having people's interest at heart? The decision of Gordon Obaseki to increase the minimum wage in Edo State to 70,000 naira, and someone is already looking at it as politics,
calling it a Greek gift.
Is it a Greek gift? Is it? That's legit. That's legitimate. And is it an insult? I'm telling you, that person is addressing us. That's an insult. That's a slap in the face of And the bureaucracy of Edo State. That's it. How can you address them like that? But politicians are known for what they will say anything. He said it on the soapbox, he will get away with it. But the people of Edo State, certainly, I'm sure it's not the candidate of the party. Certainly not. The candidate of the party would not be that careless.
Actually, to shock you, it's the candidate of the APC that made a statement.
That is inappropriate.
So now the is now. So it is now a matter of politics now, and not about how residents and workers in Edo State will enjoy life.
His name is Senator Monday Okpebolo. And he made that statement.
I'm disappointed.
The APC governorship candidate in Edo.
I'm disappointed with Senator Okpebolo for saying that. It's called for, and it even defies common sense and logic. Look, is it not salary you are talking about?
No, I think what he's trying. Let me just give you the picture of what he's trying to say. He said Godwin Obaseki has been there for 8 years. Why increasing it when it's just few months to the election? Is it just not a way of luring the electorate,
buying people's conscience?
That's what he's trying to say. That he's been there for 8 years. You didn't increase it. Now why? The election is coming up on the 21st of September this year.
They just started getting huge sums of money when what do you call it, subsidy was removed. And we should look. Yes, it might be a political. You just admit that the move is a political master stroke. They have no answer to it. That's the problem. That's the problem. They have no answer to it. The man has played smart. Okay, which state has announced 70,000? Even River State. Yes, I know River State can do more than that. In the Delta State, I don't know what's wrong with them. They're getting more money than they do, and they're not having so much to show for it. If that man is a finance guy, and he's bringing somebody who is also from the finance and business world to it, you should just say we'll pay more than that now. Look, this is the calculation. And federal government is doing 35,000, what do you call the wage award, Abi?
Yes.
The old standing one is 30,000. Edo is not even doing 35,000. I think they are doing 20 or thereabouts. Not even doing. So if you want to say 70,000, if people want to vote for his candidate because of that, what's the problem? The man has come out even before federal government. Yes, if federal government, the way things are going now, Labour might end up getting 100,000. I am suspect, or a little lower than that. Nigeria will be looking for trouble. So, but if the federal government announces more than that, of course, the Labour would demand the minimum. So it's not a done deal. The Labour election will come after the minimum wage is decided. You understand? So the Labour would demand. They would demand for whatever the federal government has put in place. So it's not a done deal. You understand? It's not a done deal.
Okay, since you spoke about Labour, there is a particular headline on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. It says, employers Labour angry over unending fuel scarcity. And let me join in with this. Marketers remain upbeat as petrol scarcity enters third week. Is there any end in sight to this fuel scarcity?
I have noticed since Saturday that things may be easing up. Even this morning, early in the morning, I moved out early in the morning. I was somewhere around, Dugbe, Okeado, Bola, and I saw that the queue was not very long.
Is it about the availability or the price at which they are being
Some people
sold?
may not be able to afford buying fuel for 950, 1,000.
Because on my way to work this morning, there's this NNPC filling station at Molete, very close
UMC.
to no, not UMC, the one very close to
After St. Anne's?
Before St. Anne's. And if you see the queue, as early as a few minutes past 7, the queue was already longer, almost getting to police post this morning.
Yes, because It sold for 580, I believe.
And this same Ibadan, you'll still see some filling stations still selling at 900 naira, 800 naira. What is this all about? This discrepancies in the price.
It is the source. You understand? It is the source. You won't notice that a particular petrol station that used to have petrol regularly does not have it that regularly anymore. And that is because they have quite a large number of franchise stations now. It is only NNPC stations that is selling every day. Just watch it. Because they will get supply. NNPC is the number one, in fact, the only importer of product. And of course, for them to maximize their own profit, they will supply their stations
first.
And you must have noticed that many stations are changing to NNPC now. It is just because of supply. You understand? And NNPC is, as a business, is smiling home to the bank. So it is a matter of supply. You understand? And when you see supply leads to distribution, and when supply is disrupted, distribution will be disrupted. The moment distribution is disrupted like this, it will be a chain reaction. You know the way we react to scarcity, pandemonium, panic buying, and ask them, what are they doing with it? What are they doing with it?
But my question,
my mind.
comrade, my question is, why will Dapo's filling station be selling at 800 naira and my filling station will be selling at 620, 650? Why the discrepancies? Why the difference in figures?
Your source. Government is no longer, providing bridging. NNPC imports. NNPC itself rents, what do they call those things? Tank farms. Because all their depots are no longer functioning, also their pipelines. They pay for it. And then they distribute to their own, to their own station at the minimum, you understand, at the minimum margin. Because it belongs to them, it belongs to a subsidiary. They will make some profit, but they will leave enough margin for them. And then they supply to other, NNPC now supply to other tank farms. You understand? It is NNPC is the sole importer of PMS. Now, NNPC sells to their own subsidiaries. They now sell to, the other people with tank farms. Of course, with the margin. And those people will now be the ones selling to the dealers. And sometimes, someone will want to buy 50 trucks. If you want to buy 50 trucks, you will get some, marginal discount. Rather than somebody who wants to buy a truck or even less than a truck. You understand? So that's what determines. It is the source. Where are you getting it from? There's direct. There's a second hand. Then there's a third hand transaction. So that is what determines it. That's what determines it.
Okay.
It's not as if, that's what determines it. It's not as if they are cashing in on what is happening. They must dispense of it and go and buy another one.
Definitely.
Because, let me tell you, in business, it is all about turnover.
All right.
Turnover.
Okay. So, because we have to also turn to the other side of the show this morning where we talk health, right, comrade? Well, I know this afternoon you'll also be here for a political update.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We are in the 12th month of those who came into office, either as a newbies or as second timers. We're not going to wait until May 29 before scrutinizing them. Yeah. So the scrutiny started yesterday, and we are moving on with the scrutiny all through this month.
Okay.
All through this.
Because if you look at the headline, Tinubu to get minister's Q1 assessment report. Yeah. Let's wait and see, because the minister or the ministry I'm looking at, expecting the report from, is the Ministry of Power. Okay. So we are on the same page. Comrade, we talk about that tomorrow morning. Thank you very much, Comrade Aiden Jajishawe, for joining us on the show this morning.
Have a most fruitful day. God bless you all. God bless our union.
And God bless Nigeria. So a lot of people expecting a report from
the power sector. I mean, you're not the only one on the page.
Okay. This is 10:10, right? You know, when it's 10 over 10. The show is 10 over 10 this morning. But Damola LAFENWA, I don't know why you're feeling cold this morning.
I'm not feeling cold.
Are you sure?
I'm actually enjoying the weather actually, because you know God's so good. I was telling someone around 7:30 p.m. Yesterday, saying that this heat is too much. Oh, this heat is too much. I kept on complaining about the heat until about 8, and God just answered the prayer, and there comes the shower, and I really enjoyed the rain. It rained all night, and I think it was really soothing to some of us.
I get you right.
Okay.
I understand. All right, so guys, we have to move this morning because you guys were discussing something last week Monday. I don't know if you followed the doctor's
yes, I
recommendation.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the reason. Okay, Damola LAFENWA. My name is OLADAPO Kunubi. I'll be back tomorrow morning by 9 o'clock for Kiko Sports Show, the first half of AM updates. And remember, by 9:30 we switch gears to the From the Dailies segment. Damola LAFENWA.
My name is Ade Damola LAFENWA. Wishing you a money-making Monday. Good morning once again.
Oh, yeah.